Hey guys, this is Saintly Gamer, and today we're going to be playing War Thunder. War Thunder is really the only multiplayer online game I play. I typically tend to prefer single player games, but War Thunder is really just the only game of its kind. And I especially love the realistic battle setting. I'll be the first to admit I'm not the best at this game, but I do try. The Sweden map is actually one of my favorites. I prefer it when you have multiple command points, but whatever works. You also notice that I'm using an American tank at the moment, the M6A1. Reason I like the American tanks. They're just good all around. What I prefer. I tend to prefer the heavy and medium tanks if I can get them. I played around with some of the other nations, and I've even gotten pretty far, especially with the Russians and the French. But I don't know. I just prefer playing American tanks the most. No real rhyme or reason to it. This guy must be seeing something. Either that or he's being extra cautious. Doesn't hurt to look anyway. Bro, can you move, please? Good hell. See, I didn't see where those shots came from. Let's keep going. I'm actually going to go ahead and just go down this road really fast and see if I can catch anyone down there. This looks like a good area to go ahead and camp for a minute. Actually, let's inch out here forward and let's see if we can snag anyone in this park. Ah shit. Ah shit. Damn it. I didn't know where that came from. What a bummer. Alright. Number of spawn points I have. I'm going to not do that right now. We're going to go with the M4A2. The T14 is a really great tank. It's just I have modifications that I need research to get on the M4s and the M4A2. So I'm going to try and get those modifications. Plus the Shermans are just fun to drive around.
Attention to the designated grid zone. Attention to the map.
I'm not shooting my machine gun right now at anything particular. I'm just kind of shooting it just for chins and needles, because why not? Fortunately, I'm not seeing anyone park over to our left. And the fact that we still have Valleys alive in that park is a pretty good indicator that there's nothing there. Challenger. Okay, so now we are definitely entering territory where we have the potential of running into an enemy. To be fair, we've been in that territory we could run into an enemy for quite a while, and anyway. So let's come up here. And take a left around this corner and see what we can find. Okay, looks like that Calliope got slaughtered. Let's try a hang a right around here. What we're trying to do is we're trying to flank the enemies that are guarding those roads to our south. The best way to do that is to go through the side roads up north.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Bruh! I hate EBRs. At those and the KVICs and all the other light tanks that just run around the battlefield and shooting guns in the back of your turrets. It's just, they're awful. They're the worst. Don't get me wrong. They definitely deserve a place in the game, and I'm not like saying they should be taken out or anything like that. That's people who say things like that about the tanks they don't like or ridiculous. But I'm just saying. They tend to get on my nerves every now and again, and I'd prefer to not fight them if I could. I think that's fair to say. Now let's hang left here and see if we can flank whoever that Sherman is firing at. Hey, someone killed an EBR. Well done. So far I'm seeing the dead tanks. Although my allies just died, so there's obviously live tanks around. Got him! Alright. And I died from an airstrike, but that's okay. Knock that. I think it's a 234. I knocked some guy off their tracks, and I consider that a victory, so. All in all, that was actually a pretty terrible round, but you know what? We at least killed somebody, so it worked out. Let's go ahead and let's do another round. We're going to come back to the hangar so I can activate a booster. And then we're going to go right back into it. Now, the disadvantage with using the M19 is that it only has a crew of experience of 1. The reason it's so low is because I only just got it, and the reason for that is because I've been really enjoying using these M4s and the M6 and the T14s. Now I really wasn't quite willing to let any of them go yet. Plus, I just wanted more tanks in my lineup so that in good rounds I could continue playing even after I've lost 3 or 4 tanks. So I started getting the so I opened up a new crew slot so I could stick another tank in there, because why not? Plus, anti-aircraft is super cheap, so even if you're having a really bad round, you can usually get one more round or one more spawn by using a anti-aircraft tank over a medium or a heavy or light tank. Your heavy tanks tend to be pretty expensive to pull out, and that's why I tend to pull my M6 out first. This or the T14. Reason being, heavy tanks are typically pretty difficult to kill. I say typically because EBR has been kicking my ass the entire time I've had this thing. Anyway. Looks like we're good. I'm not really expecting to see anyone down here this early in the round, but you never know. Let's angle left and head straight into B. Fortunately, this side, the south side of this map, what's this map called again? Cargo Port. They tend to have an easier time getting to B and C faster than the north side. There's also a lot more cover once we do get there, so.
Another zone captured. We have the advantage. Thank you.
Okay, so we got that. Now, typically, there we go. But typically, we're gonna have some enemies hanging out by the water tanks up here. Might have some coming in over on the left too. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay, we did have one coming up on our left. Thank God they got him. Now we've got to kind of make a decision whether we want to go on the right, left, or in between the water tanks here. We're going to go ahead and go on the left here because it gives a little bit more cover going forward and we're less likely to get sniped from afar. Now sniping, despite how much I bitch about it when I die from it, is a totally valid and legitimate tactic that is completely okay to use.
Thank you very much.
I just like to cry about it whenever I die from it, and I think that's okay. I used to have an M24 in my lineup. I think I replaced it with this tank actually. Nothing on our left that I can see. Let's come up here. We might just start camping out by their spawn. Some players look down on spawn camping, but if the developers didn't want us to do it, they wouldn't let us do it. So there you go. Like sniping, it's a perfectly legitimate tactic that is perfectly okay to bitch about when you die from it. That guy already saw me, so there's no use in trying to hide. He got me though, that was too bad. See, what I was gonna try to do is hide behind that crate up there and then try to snipe him as they drove by, but unfortunately he saw me first, so figured I might as well pull out and get the first shot off. Didn't turn out too well, but that's okay. Now we're gonna move this guy up. We're gonna take on B because stop that from getting taken. Now my goal with all of my nations that I play as is to get right up to about the battle rating 4.7 to 5.7. Reason being, that's a battle rating where you're still using really cool tanks that are capable of maneuvering around the battlefield and taking on other types of tanks fairly effectively, but you're not breaking the budget when it comes to repair costs. That is a really bad thing about War Thunder, is that your repair costs in the late game get exorbitantly expensive to the point where it's just no longer fun to play unless you happen to have a wallet full of gift cards. So that's my goal right now, and I haven't gotten there yet. I know I have the M4 in my lineup here, which is a BR 3.7. I think I'm gonna replace that with my Black Cat here in a minute. Just depends on when I can start getting my 5s and 5.3s. Because if you put with the matching, it places you in a match where your highest rated tank is joined up with other tanks or other lineups with similar tanks at similar levels. So if you have a really high rated tank, such as the Black Cat of 5.7, the rest of your tanks are 4s or 5s or somewhere around there, then you might struggle a bit because they're not rated for the same battle rating. So when you get vehicles, especially if they're premium vehicles, you don't want to put them in your lineup too early and pull the rest of your lower battle rated vehicles. Sorry, I'm trying to see where that shot came from. You don't want to pull the rest of your battle rated vehicles up so much that you're going to end up struggling to... It didn't come from there. Maybe there's someone down there? Oh, hell. Man. C-34s, man. What a bummer. Alright. I've got 586 points left. Oh, let's take out the T-14. Why the hell not? Oh, do we have someone trying to spawn camp us? Oh no, he's just taking out cars. Okay. That T-34 that killed me is taking B right now. It's a bummer, but what can you do? Actually, I haven't done too bad this round. Haven't gotten as many kills as I'd like, but I've gotten a few, and that's what makes the difference. I have no idea what that guy's doing. We're just gonna leave him in the dust. Okay, no one down there. Good, good, good. Now we're about to win here in a minute, even if they do end up taking C and stuff, just because they're losing points whenever one of their people dies. But still be nice to jump in there and snag as many kills as we can. Try to snag another objective if at all possible. Alright, so all in all, that was not a terrible round. We actually did pretty okay. We're still number 10, which is not a great position to be in, but I mean, yeah, we had fun, that's what matters. Alright, and we're finishing off the M4A2. M4A1. Yeah, we probably should order that. I'm getting a little bit lower on Silver Lions, that's the in-game currency. I'm getting a little bit low on that, but that's alright. We're going to replace our M4 with that. Okay. No idea how that tank runs, so I guess we'll find out. And then this guy right here is my favorite tank in the entire game. The M4A3 is bloody amazing. This is something you'll need to do after each round whenever you have vehicles that still have modifications they can get. And they do help your tank, especially the changes in munitions and the different protection ones you can get. They definitely help you kill other people and help to keep you alive. These different drives and adjustments help you to control your turret better and helps it move faster. These like tracks and suspensions and engines and stuff, they all help it to be able to move better, which is definitely a boon. So with the M19, we are going to go with... See, I don't know why you would want that round, because it stops you from being able to fight anybody in a tank. And who at the 4.7 rating actually has 3mm thick armor? Nobody. You're never going to kill another tank with that. And I understand that this thing is built for anti-aircraft, and that can kill any anti-aircraft you're fighting, but you're going to end up face the tank, and you don't want to... You want to be able to have at least some teeth when you face off with them. So I have a difficulty understanding why that particular munition exists. It's just my opinion. Alright, let's go and do one more round with these American tanks, and then I'll leave you guys off for today. This is Berlin. This is always an interesting map. I really enjoy fighting in this little goalie down the middle. I tend to get sniped a lot on this map, which I tend to bitch about, but it happens, you know. Let's take out our brand new tank, because why not? There's really no reason for me to be firing like that, but it's just there's a possibility that there might be an enemy sitting around that shell might just hit. It's never actually happened, but the possibility is there, and therefore it's worth spending a round or two to do that just for shits and giggles. Holy crap. We can actually see some tanks moving through here. Try and get down onto this road so we have a little bit of an earthen wall to cover us.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
I rarely fight on this side of the map specifically because it's so easy to snipe people and therefore to get sniped. But this is where the objective happens to be, so this is where we're going to go ahead and do that for a minute. I knew that was a tank up there. Well, I suspected there was a tank up there. It could have been a dead tank. I wasn't really sure. Glad we killed it. Okay.
We're ahead of the enemy.
Ooh, that last show is actually really close. Let's get behind some better cover. Oh, shit. Alright, yep, we are stuck. Let's turn off. Oh, nope, just kidding. We died before we could turn off our engines to try to put out that fire. What a bummer. That was a great round, though, man. We got 2 really great kills. That was awesome. Let's take out the M6A1 and then we'll do the M19 third. Because I really need to start getting more modifications on that and giving it more time. Really need to get that crew level above 1. Holy crap. Anyway. Maybe there's a bad network connection. I think that must be something in my area because I've been getting that in a couple of games and I've never noticed it. Maybe other people are seeing me lag. I'm not sure, but I've been getting that a lot recently and I haven't been getting it before the last week or so. I don't know, man. See if we can move up and catch them off guard by going to the goal. The great part about moving in the goalie is that you're protected from a lot of the snipers by the giant earthen walls. The downside is that your tanks tend to move really slowly and it can be a little bit hard to move sometimes, as we're seeing right now. The lighter tanks can usually get through here just fine, and that side is really smooth, but this side over here is not as smooth. There's also very little cover if there is an enemy tank in here. Okay, we're good. Alright, looks like we're good so far. Okay, I'm not seeing any live tanks yet. So just gonna go ahead and keep moving forward. There's a couple areas where we can pull out of here. There's one to our right, but it looks like we have some tanks down in E2, and so we must control that area already or they wouldn't be alive. We're gonna continue moving forward and try to see if we can pull out of this goalie further south. Hopefully my tank's not so heavy that we get stuck here, because that would really suck. Some of the heavier tanks have trouble going up and down, or not necessarily down, but going up cliffs for that reason, because they're just so heavy. Okay, we're gonna go and pull up here. It looks like this spot to our... I saw you. I might not be able to shoot you, but I saw you. Yeah, I'm not gonna get to shoot them. Let's pull up here to our right. Sometimes my finger slips and hits the space bar. Totally my bad. That's why I was accidentally firing there. Okay, there's no enemy tanks to our right. And we're done. So that's the whole round. That was actually a really short round. Holy crap. The other team must not have been performing very well. Also, I got pretty low on the place in my team. That really kind of sucks. See, I thought I did really well. Alright, know what? Let's give this one more round just for kicks and giggles. Because why the heck not? I don't really play 3 or 4 rounds of War Thunder every day. It's not enough to get really, really good at the game, but it is enough to be decent at it. This is a fantastic map. I love this map, although I generally prefer to start on this side of it. Okay, let's do the M4A1. I don't know why these shells exist. I mean, the game says that you should use those to attack their thinner armor to try and get inside the tank and do a lot of damage to the crew. But let's be honest, who the hell has 7mm thick armor at this battle rating? At battle rating 5. That's not a thing. Nobody has that anymore. So it's like, what? I don't know why they continue to exist. And you might be able to take out like an AA, but you can usually take out most AA with your machine gun, so why not just use that? I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. We should probably end up going for A here. Well, it looks like I got started off on a bad path to get to A. We're going to go for C just because that happens to be the road I got on first. There's literally no other rhyme or reason to it. It just is what it is. They're probably going to get to C first because it looks like almost our whole team started at the northern spawn point.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Oh, good lord, I'm tired. Alright. It's not getting captured though, so that's a good sign. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up here, we're going to get on this road, pull left, and then point our turret right to try and flank them from the side. See if we can get them from there. Shit. Where did that come from? Huh. I just didn't even see them. That's interesting. At least we got a good hit though. Alright, let's pull out my M19 because I really need to give this thing more time in battle. Oh, good lord, I need to stop yawning. Okay. Every time I yawn, I start to cry. I don't know why. It's a really, really weird thing that really shouldn't be happening, but I don't know how to stop it. Okay, bro, what the hell? Damn it! That kind of pisses me off. Let's take out the T-14 and kill this guy.
Attention to the designated grid square.
No, we're gonna come down here. We're gonna flank around them just like those two tanks in F2 are trying to do. Because that really pissed me the hell off. Let's go make sure the EBR is dead first. I don't think he is.
Attention to the designated grid square.
Oh good, he's dead. Okay.
Attention to the designated grid zone. Attention to the designated grid square. Attention to the designated grid zone.
Oh my hell, I heard you the first 5 times, but I thought we killed that guy.
Attention to the map.
This is a different EBR. And this is why I hate the EBR class. Every single time they one-shot me and it sucks. Alright. Well, that was a huge bummer round to end on. Thank you guys for watching me, and I hope you have a fantastic day. If you enjoy watching me play and want to watch more, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Have a great day, y'all.